Hi, my name is Albert. I'm standing here on a cold Lithuanian day in front of my van. It's minus 10 degrees and winter here is beautiful. Still, driving in these conditions is not pleasant at all, especially if you have a van like mine with a small diesel engine and a large empty cargo space. Sometimes it can take ages before any warm air starts coming out, and until that, you're just freezing. A couple of years ago, I installed Chinese diesel heater made by Calorie or H-Calorie. It doesn't matter because it works just great. It has a remote control, it has a Bluetooth app, thermostat, timer control, and other nice functions. But there is one big problem. I have to be inside the van or at least nearby to turn on the heater. And that completely defeats the purpose because the heater needs time to warm the interior. So I wanted a way to turn on my heater in advance and to start my journey in an already warm vehicle. That's why I developed my own solution, which I call Heatremote. Now I can open my app and fully control the heater. I can turn it on, change modes, increase the speed, or decrease it. And of course, turn it off. I can do this from my apartment or basically from anywhere in the world. And the best part, this solution works with most of the Chinese diesel heaters, if not all of them. Interested? How does it work? Let's dive in. Here you can see this small box, which is the controller. It is connected directly to the battery and handles all the work. The placement on top of the battery that you see here isn't the original. I usually keep it inside this fuse box, which is quite large and mostly empty. Today, I've hooked it directly to the battery terminals just to show you that the controller isn't connected to the car wiring or the diesel heater itself. All it needs is just a 12 volts power supply and a secure placement somewhere in the car. Let's remove it and let's take it to my workshop where I'll show you how it works and how it can be configured to control your own diesel heater. Welcome to my workshop. The working principle of the Heatremote controller is very simple. As you already know, diesel heaters can be controlled with this little radio frequency remote. When you bought your diesel heater, you probably received one of these. They usually have 4 buttons and allows you to control the basic functions like turning on or off or changing the speed. The Heatremote is, in principle, a very similar remote control with 4 buttons, but it allows you to send that radio frequency signal by pressing the button or remotely via a mobile app. As you can see, the same button number 4 on the original remote control and on the Heatremote does the same function here, turns on and off the heater. Let me show you how to clone your diesel heater remote control codes to the Heatremote. If you don't have your original remote control, for example, if you never used it and lost somewhere, that's not a problem. I'll show you another way later. First, you have to connect your device to the battery and power it on by pressing this button. Before cloning, I need to delete any existing codes. I press buttons 1 and 2 simultaneously and wait until the LED starts flashing blue. It takes about 5 seconds and it's flashing blue. Now the codes are deleted. Then I simply pressing the corresponding button on the original remote and on the Heatremote, and that's it. The code is copied. Number 1 is copied, and I will copy all 4 buttons of my remote control to my Heatremote. number 2, number 3, and the last one, number 4. Now, when I press any of these buttons inside my car, they perform exactly the same functions as my original remote control. The next step is to set up an app that allows you to press, so to speak, these buttons via the internet. First of all, you need to give the Heatremote access to the internet by inserting a SIM card. Make sure your SIM card does not have any PIN code. If it does, insert the card into your phone and remove PIN protection. I switch off the device and carefully slide the SIM card into the slot. It's in. After powering on the Heatremote controller, the red 4G LED flashes, indicating that there is no connection to the server. Once connected, the LED will remain steadily on. Now, we need to download the app. Go to the App Store or Google Play and find the app called Tuya Smart Life or simply Tuya. Install it and you will see a screen like this. As you can see, I'm already using this app for my vacuum cleaner, automatic pet feeder, and drain pump. Press the plus button to add a new device. Select barcode scanning option. The camera will open and scan the barcode on the Heatremote device. Connecting device. And your device automatically connects to the server. Heatremote. Done. And now what to do if you've lost your original remote control. Every Heatremote device comes with factory pre-installed codes. Of course, if you allow me to call this humble desk a factory. Don't change anything. Just open an engineer menu of your diesel heater and bind the Heatremote device as a new controller. I won't show you how to do it because your diesel heater may have different algorithm and button combinations. Just check the manual or ask in the groups or search for a video on how to bind a new remote control to the diesel heater. The main advantage of Heatremote is that it's based on a real and serious IoT platform, Tuya. There are other solutions often called GSM radio frequency transponders that are available on AliExpress and that are sending a RF signal to the device when you are sending an SMS message to the RF transponder. If you like this approach, they should work fine. However, I personally think that controlling devices via SMS messaging is something from 20 years ago. And being a geek that likes solutions that work without any hassle, I didn't want to build this kind of workaround. I already had some experience with Tuya through my job, and I'm running several devices at my home on Tuya platform, and I'm really happy with its reliability and simplicity. Tuya devices usually work over Wi-Fi, and when I discovered that they had released 4G connectivity, it was a clear sign for me that I have to build up what I had been planning. Creating an app to control devices remotely is not rocket science nowadays. To make it reliable is a real challenge. That's why a smart approach here is to find a proven and serious platform and to use it as a foundation. To understand how serious Tuya is, here is a few numbers taken from public sources. It's 1.4 million registered IoT device and software developers worldwide, over 310,000 smart-enabled devices, and over 20 billion daily device requests. Frankly speaking, it's bulletproof. If you open an app, press the button, and if you have a connection, your command will be sent. If you are offline, you will see the clear message, you are offline. There are no surprises, the app doesn't crash, and doesn't randomly fail. If you have a connection, you have a control. Despite sounding quite serious, it is important to understand that a Heatremote is not a replacement for the standard diesel heater controller. It won't send you a fuel level, it won't show you the messages, it won't send you error codes or the temperature. It effectively allows you to turn on or off the heater, which in most cases is sufficient. From a personal experience, I use this solution almost every day, and I keep my diesel heater on level 6. I turn it on about 20 minutes before my journey, and if I have to stay longer, then I press the minus button multiple times to set it on the level 1 and to maintain the heat. And finally, this is not a mass-produced product. I don't keep stock, I'm not reselling them. If you like it, it's DIY, I may be able to make one for you. Just click the link below, send me a message, and I'll get back to you with more information. Thank you.